How's it going, my people? This is your boy Wired Up, and welcome to another episode of Wired Up TV. Hope you guys got your hands on the steering wheel and keeping your eyes on the road. Handle your problems no matter what it is: family, school, work, you owe some money, you're addicted to drugs, whatever it is. Believe me, whatever it is, no matter what obstacle, you can climb it and you can get over it, guys, because time heals all wounds. If one thing I've learned in my life is that time heals all wounds, no matter what it is. There's people, guys, that have been burned in fires and got their both legs chopped off and both arms chopped off, and they're still living life happy and they're coming up. So who are we to complain about bills, or because we did this and now we have to deal with that, or because you fucked up and got addicted to drugs, which is your own damn fault? Handle it, guys. You'll be okay. God's with you. You know what I'm saying? And with faith, you can move any mountains, man. So now with that being said, let's get down with the video. So now, we're going to go ahead and talk about something that you guys have been wanting me to talk about for a while. For about a month now, Wired Up talk about this, Wired Up talk about this. And like always, guys, you guys know this channel is about y'all. So, Snoop Dogg was an FBI informant and also was a CIA agent. Now, a few people that we talked to, said different things, but we're gonna get down to it and see what we came up with their help and all your guys' help and all your guys' knowledge. Okay. Now, Snoop in the 90s, guys, you guys know this. He was trying to be cool with everybody. He didn't want to beef with this person, didn't want to beef with that person. But was burning his bridges while doing it, He was a young agent, so he was doing okay. He went in there and did what he had to do with the help of the government. You know what I'm saying? So the government, what they wanted to do is destroy the rap movement, especially inside Death Row Records and Bad Boy Records, because that's where the power lied, with the voices, the votes. And initially there was already riots going on in LA. They were petrified. So here comes young agent Snoop Doggy 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 Dog, or Calvis Brodus. So he was trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to fit in and get everybody's trust. But in the process, he was starting to get discovered by Tupac. Tupac was already kind of starting to figure out that he might be a snitch or he might be an agent. How? Because Snoop was making diss records with Tupac while they were in Can-Am and in LA. But yet he's saying that he's cool with Biggie and Puffy on the radio stations. So Tupac, a light bulb goes on in Tupac. What the fuck? He's dissing them here, but then saying something else there. So he confronts Snoop, and you guys know the rest of the story. But that turned the switch on in Tupac. It just turned the switch on in him. You know what I'm saying? It just, boom, turned the switch on. And you guys are going to know why. Now, a little bit later on in the video. Now, there's pictures of Snoop Dogg donating to police things, and plenty of pictures with Snoop Dogg with cops. Why? He's a gangster, supposedly, right? No, he's not, guys. The truth always surfaces some way or another. You know what I'm saying? For example, let's say a professional baseball player that just does it for the money, or because, that was what he was good at or whatever, but his true passion is fishing. Where are you always going to see that professional baseball player doing in the off season or when he's not playing baseball? You're going to see him fishing around fishing stores with his fishing buddies, whatever, right? Snoop Dogg is a police officer. So when he's not rapping or pretending he's this and that, he's kicking it with his buddies, the police, because he is a police officer or an agent. And now back to the reason why, another reason why Tupac kind of knew that Snoop, there was something fishy about Snoop, is because he kept asking him, are you going to Vegas? 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 Like 100 times. Tupac knowing, and Snoop knowing himself, again, Snoop was a young agent, he made some mistakes, that Snoop wasn't even going to go to Vegas. So Tupac was like, okay, He's flip-flopping. Now he's asking me if I'm going to Vegas, but he's not going to Vegas. Something's gonna happen in Vegas. That turned the switch on Tupac, and like you guys already know, he made his plan to fake his death, and he got away from all these punk bitches that were trying to kill him, and then later on came back and killed all his enemies. But that's not what we're talking about today. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? The CIA was getting, inside information that they were getting a little bit suspicious of Snoop Dogg. That's when they started kind of punking him, and you heard stories of him, sitting down where the luggage was, and he's there in an airplane, but he's by himself in a room with a knife and a fork underneath the covers. That's a cop move. That's not a street person's move. That's a cop move. Okay, so they were already figuring him out. There's some fishy with Snoop. The government knew, and Snoop was giving them information, telling them, I think they either figured me out or something's gonna happen to me. So they had to pull the plug quick, and they had to try to kill Tupac in Vegas. So when Snoop had the last straw in that plane, when he thought they were gonna kill him, he called it in and said, I think I'm gonna get figured out or they're gonna fucking kill me. So they said, we're gonna take care of this in Vegas. Make sure he gets there. So, that just turned on another switch when Snoop kept asking them that. Pac was already kind of suspicious of Snoop. But, that kind of put the nail in the coffin. And Pac's like, I'm going to handle this shit in Vegas. I'm going to plan it, get away from these fuckers in Vegas because I think something's going to happen to me in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And also when Biggie was in California, he was also trying to find out Biggie's location. Days before or the day of his murder, he kept calling and asking him. There's interviews, even Eugene Deal said this, that he was trying to get Biggie's location, even though every time he asked where Biggie was, he never went to the places Biggie was at, even though Biggie sometimes told him where the fuck he was at. But he was just raising too many red flags. I mean, he was becoming real obvious, so he was trying to figure out Biggie's location as well. That's just super obvious that this guy was a Fed. Then he keeps getting caught with guns. This is after the murders and stuff like that. He keeps getting caught with guns and drugs and never spends a day in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's telltale signs of rat shits, man. He got caught with guns, cocaine, and weed, and he gets community fucking service. Now, I don't care how much money you got. Look how much money Suge had. And for a simple kick that I don't even think could have kicked the soccer ball through the goal, this motherfucker got 9 years. Now, that shows you what an FBI informant Snoop gets and what a regular person like Suge Knight gets. So that's another fucking obvious common sense thing that he's a Fed. Then he's a member of the Nation of Islam, but declined to give the date in which he joined. He's a member of the Nation of Islam. Now, he's admitted this and everybody knows this, but he will never say when he joined. Okay? Never say when he joined. And I'll tell you why. Because he joined when he had Biggie killed. When he gave him the whereabouts and told him, this is where Biggie's going to be. This is what happens. Boom, 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 boom. That's when the Nation of Islam, that's when he joined the Nation of Islam, when they let him in, when they could trust him, because he was also trying to destroy the Nation of Islam. The CIA and the FBI's mission is to destroy anything, the hip-hop movement, the Nation of Islam, because the Nation of Islam was growing and was getting involved in a lot of politics at the time and was in every show, and every hip-hop show they were there. So the CIA and the FBI were getting worried of all these movements becoming one thing, So why do you think that the guy that shot Biggie was a Nation of Islam gentleman, was dressed like the Nation of Islam? Right? Snoop Dogg is a member of the Nation of Islam, but will not say the day he joined. Why do you think the guy that killed Biggie looked like a Nation of Islam guy? Because Snoop Dogg set it up and the Nation of Islam took care of Biggie. Right? How do you know this? Well, because even the day before this, they had an altercation with the Nation of Islam. Puffy and Biggie. I already told you guys they had an altercation where they say you're disrespecting the brothers in the East. Okay, boom, 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 bam, boom, boom, bam. Right. Now, also Snoop, he's a Republican. I don't know if you guys know this, but he is a Republican. But he claims to do all kinds of stuff for the ghetto and does all this shit. But he's a Republican. But he's a Republican. Okay, so come on. How are you gonna help the ghetto, but you're a fucking Republican? Okay, when you're voting laws that help destroy the ghetto, help fuck up our culture. You know what I'm saying? It's come on, it's sitting right in front of your face. Snoop is a CIA agent. Now this is the story that I've gotten from some people, close to, close to Snoop, and then close enough to be able to see what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they think actually took place. And then by doing my own research, it just kind of started to snowball in front of my face that this motherfucker's a cop. You know, he's got to be a Fed, man. He's got to be a Fed. But like I say, guys, I'm the reporter, and I want your guys' opinion. I want to know what y'all think about this, man. This is what's being said now. I want to know if you guys think this is true, or if you guys know some more details about this that I might have forgot to say, or that that I wasn't told about. But what do you guys think? This is why I come to y'all, because I want to see what you guys believe in, what you guys think, because you guys can solve a case with your eyes closed. Y'all the smartest community, and I keep saying this, but it's true. The truth has to be said. You guys are the smartest community out there. So I want your guys' opinion. And I want to know what you guys think. Okay? Now, my blunt's getting real small to roach. But again, I needed to stress enough that when I started getting into this, I started to trip out. Now I've seen documentaries on Snoop Dogg's involvement in these murders before. They were very interesting, but I've never heard about him being an actual CIA or FBI agent. You know what I'm saying? Again, much love to all the Tupac community, because all these clues together is going to solve and it's going to bring out the truth one day. But as I was researching this, look, I'm all fucking stuttering. I'm so excited about this shit, man. When I was researching this thing about Snoop Dogg, it just intrigued me, man. Why does he keep asking, are you going to Vegas, to Tupac right before he dies? Why does he want to keep knowing where Biggie is right before he dies? Eugene Dio said this, y'all. This is out there. He kept asking Biggie, where is he at, but would never show up. So why does he want to know? He was helping the feds. Remember, they were following him out there. Okay? This guy he got caught with guns, coke, and weed in his crib, man. He does no jail time. He does community fucking service. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You get caught red-handed like that, bro, you're doing some jail time. But he's a Fed. Again, Suge fucking kicked this motherfucker that couldn't even kick a beach ball more than 2 feet. And he got 9 years in prison. Come on, y'all. Snoop is a Fed. Okay. He becomes a member of the Nation of Islam as soon as Biggie dies. Right? Right when Biggie dies, he's talking in front of the Nation of Islam because he was done infiltrating the rap game. So he was moving on to the Nation of Islam, which was the CIA and the FBI's next target. So how does he join? He gets the trust in the Nation of Islam that was already beefing with Biggie and Puffy. and he gets them killed, and he gets Biggie killed. And like that, he joins the Nation of Islam. That's why he says he will not admit when he actually joined the Nation of Islam. He will not say the date. Now, why the hell would he be afraid to say the date? Just tell us when you join, bro. You know? But he's not going to do that. Because the day was March 9th, 1997. When he completed the murder of Biggie is when the Nation of Islam probably let him in. What a coincidence, guys, that right after the Tupac and Biggie murder, he starts going on camera with Nation of Islam. That's his next target. Peace for the rappers. He's getting trust for the Nation of Islam because that was the CIA and FBI's next target to destroy the Nation of Islam. And they were going to do it with Snoop. Okay. That's just the honest truth, man. Okay. It is just, when I was researching this, it was just fluorescent in front of me, guys. But I want to know what you guys think. Don't kill the messenger, y'all. Keep your head up. Keep with those positive thoughts. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, and don't be afraid to be laughed at, because every idea was once laughed at. Keep your head up, keep positive, and handle your business, and do your thing, and you'll be all right. Much shout outs to all the Wired Up TV community, all the viewers, all the people that comment and give your intel and give me the information for me to look through and do all this. Much love, much respect to y'all, man. Y'all are the smartest community out there. The Tupac community is the smartest community out there. So much respect, y'all. Keep your head up. Keep doing your positive thing. Don't go astray. And like always, y'all, always stay wired up, okay? Peace and love.